Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net, and it is Friday the 13th of September. Thanks again for watching. Quick reminder that the site's kept free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen. By you coming back and using the site is what keeps us free of charge. So thank you for doing that. Now, the Japanese model updates today with its long-range prediction. You know that we do this regularly every Friday. Just take a look at what the long ranges are saying. And on this one, this is week 1. So this is taking us forwards to next Friday. And the British Isles, believe it or not, is underneath here somewhere. We've got a ridge out in the Atlantic during this week, and look at that trough across the UK. Really strong jet stream. The jet is actually blowing through somewhere like that, so very strong over the top of us, which is the reason for the unsettled conditions. Of course, we're more interested, aren't we, in what it looks like further ahead. So this is the forecast forward from Friday the 20th through to the 27th of September. And what it's trying to do here is build a ridge of sorts out in the Western Atlantic over the northeastern parts of Canada and put high pressure in here. It's building quite a major high, though, across the northern parts of Scandinavia into the northern parts of Russia, and leaves us with a weak trough affair across the UK and across most of Europe. Now, it's putting heights at just below normal for the time of year. So what I'm reading from this is that we are going to get a westerly flow, and I think what we will find probably is that Scotland, Northern England, Ireland are most at risk from catching rain or some periods of showers. And although probably not completely dry across southern England and Wales, probably we will find some drier weather in there. So rain amounts probably are only going to be small. However, I still remain convinced that for a few days at the beginning of this week, perhaps for 2 or 3 days, we'll probably find dry conditions. Further ahead still, for the next 2 weeks, this takes us from the 28th of September through to the 12th of October. And this one is showing us the ridge, that's a weak ridge over the states, like a trough in the Atlantic, and then a ridge to the east of the UK. So probably high pressure down here somewhere, and low pressure in the Atlantic. But really, with this jet coming through, it kind of hints that low pressure becomes slow moving, probably overall to the west of the UK, and it may well take us into a fairly mixed start to October. I don't think it's going to be really unsettled. I just think that it probably is mixed in terms of some outbreaks of rain possible through Scotland and Northern England and Ireland again, but drier across more eastern and southern parts of the country. This one probably requires a little bit more work done on it to try and get down into the detail and see what's going on, but I still hold out hope that actually the early part of October shouldn't be too bad. Now, along with the weekly forecast for the next 4 weeks, the Japanese have also just updated their long ranges as well. So this is the forecast for November of height anomalies through November. And what's interesting here is look at this major high anomaly out in the Atlantic, whilst at the same time we've got this major trough off towards the east. Now, pressure flow around these systems are probably going to be something like that. Now, what that could mean is that the British Isles goes into a cold east or northeasterly flow through November. That would bring the threat of some rain and some snow at times towards the east and the south. Of course, the snow becoming more prevalent through the month. More western and northern areas tending to stay drier, colder and frostier. Now, I have to say, it's early days. Don't go running off thinking it's going to be cold. But I think what's interesting in this is the amount of blocking there is. Look, we yellow here, we yellow here, we yellow here. And lots and lots of blocking right the way around the pole. That signals a cold month. Now, if for December, just look at it again, blocked out again. That would put high pressure somewhere in here. It would keep the lower pressure off towards the south. It means that we suffer with more easterly winds, and it means that we are cold. Looks like cold, dry weather across much of the country, but there will be snow, most of it in the south and the east. Obviously not all snow, rain, sleet and snow, but this is a very wintry look to things if this came true. However, I stress this is only one model, but I think it's important to show you what's on here. So we'll do more work on that. We'll look at some other models and we'll try and come up with a plan. But for now, thanks for watching. It might be best to go and buy yourself a new overcoat if you need one. But for now, thanks for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.